everyone, welcome to another episode of Trippin' with Silver Daddy. And I want to thank Lori for suggesting this podcast because I never heard of it before. We're actually going to go to an area called Flagler Village. On the second Saturday of the month, they have like this open market. And I've never been there, but I love open markets. We're going to go find out what this is all about. I'm not sure what the name of the place is, but we'll figure that out when we get there. But before I go into this, you know, this name Flagler keeps popping up everywhere I go in South Florida. I mean, there's streets down in Miami named Flagler. There's a, Flagler Village. Let's see. There's a Flagler County in Florida, a Flagler Beach, a Flagler City, a Flagler College. Whoever Flagler is, he was probably very important. So I had to do some research. Everyone grab a seat because you are now in full class with Professor Silver Daddy. And we're going to talk a little bit about this Flagler person and learn a little bit more about him. So everyone take a seat. And Ricky, you can sit right up here in the front because I don't want any problems. Flagler was, this guy who started in business way back in the 1800s, late 1800s. He actually started in the salt business up in Ohio. It went okay, was doing well and all that, but then it ended up not doing so well. But during this period, his wife Mary got really sick. His physician suggested that he take Mary from the harsh weather environments during the winter of Ohio down to Florida. He took the doctor's advice and came down to Florida. The doctor suggested Jacksonville, but he ended up in the St. Augustine area. And he came down to spend the winter with Mary. And when he was here, he saw this house that another business guy built that was out of cement. And that guy's name was Smith. He just loved this place. He ended up going back home, and Mary ended up dying. He ended up remarrying this lady who actually took care of his wife, Mary. So when they got remarried, they went on their honeymoon, and they came back down to Florida. Well, in this whole process, while this was all going on, what happened with Flagler is he started to work for his brother-in-law, a guy named Harkins. And he was working for him, and he actually met a guy there who was also working in the grain industry, and his name was J.D. Rockefeller. Well, long story short, they became friends. J.D. Rockefeller decided to leave the grain industry and wanted to start an oil refinery. And at this time, Cleveland, Ohio was like where the capital of oil refineries. J.D. Rockefeller needed some money to get involved. So he contacted his friend, Flagler, Henry Flagler, and asked him if he would be willing to invest. Well, he didn't really have the money, so he went to his stepbrother, which is Stephen Harkness, who owned the grain companies, and he decided to invest $100,000. Well, $100,000 back then is equivalent to about a little over $2 million today. So he invested in this oil refinery. Stephen Harkness agreed to invest this money only if he would make Henry Flagler a partner in the business. And that's what ended up happening. The company ended up changing and growing and changed its name and became what we know today as what was Standard Oil. Standard Oil grew and became very successful by vertical mergers. When we talk about vertical mergers, that means they ended up buying out all the oil refineries. They became a huge corporation. After that, they started doing what we call vertical mergers. And that's when they started buying everything from the land and pumping the oil to all the way to where they would sell the oil. And that's where Flagler made his fortune. Henry Flagler was one of the founders of Standard Oil. And Standard Oil grew so large that eventually it became a monopoly, had to sell some things off. You may know Standard Oil today as ExxonMobil. So that's a little bit about the history and about Flagler. So what Flagler did is when he got remarried, he came back down to Florida for his honeymoon. And he went to his friend Smith and offered to buy his house. And Smith refused. Henry loved this area of St. Augustine. And he just thought it was a beautiful area and was the perfect place for the super rich people of the Northeast to come down to go on vacation. Problem, though, there weren't any hotels at the time or easy ways to get here. So he went to Smith and said, hey, if you put $50,000 up, I'll put $150,000 and we'll build a hotel. Well, Smith decided not to do it. Big mistake on his part. Henry Flagler decided he still wanted to do this, and he ended up building this hotel, which was Hotel Ponce de Leon, which is up in the Augustine area. It was like 500 rooms, huge, and made from concrete. Once he built this and started building it, and like anything, it was cost more than he expected, he realized that he had to have a way to get people to the hotel. So he then invested and bought a railroad, a single-line railroad that ran through the east coast of Florida. Bought that because he knew he had to have better transportation. Gets all this stuff going, and he includes the railroad that goes all the way down to Miami. Flagler is considered the father and founder of Miami, and also the father and founder of West Palm Beach. Therefore, he got into expanding the whole east coast of Florida into more of a tourism type thing. At this time, he ended up stepping down from the board of directors as the head of the board of directors of Standard Oil, and he spent the rest of his life developing the east coast of Florida. That's why you see the name Flagler all over the east coast of Florida, which I didn't know. So, class is over. I just wanted you to know a little bit more about this history of where I live. And here's the funny thing. He's from Ohio, and he moved to Florida. I'm from Ohio, and I moved to Florida. Now I just got to become as rich as he was, because he is considered, one of the rich industrialists from the early 1860s. That's who Henry Flagler is, and that's why everything in Florida on the East Coast tends to have a lot of names of Flagler in it. Hey, when we come back, I'm going to be over in this Flagler village, and we're going to learn more about this open market. I'll be right back. Please listen to my sponsor. Cannonball 2023, A Whole New World, is October 26th to November 1st. There is so many things happening. You need to get to their website and make your reservations today before it is sold out. Go to cannonballbash.com. They have great events taking place this year. Once again, the foam party, the Sahara Gold Party. There's a spa excursion. Wow. The Jungle Queen, and there's also going to be flying carpet on the airboat tour. And they have great food, the brunch with the queens, we have the Shamara dinner, and the barbecue. Plus, there's the Mediterranean banquet and show. So much to do. Go to cannonballbash.com and check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to Trippin' with Silver Daddy, and I am here. I don't even know where here is, but I know someone who does know where here is, and that's Nicole. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, how are you?
Nicole, you are with, what's your organization name again?
It's called Sunny Side Up Market.
Sunny Side Up Market. Great name. Hey, I was driving by, and whenever I see a bunch of tents and I see food trucks, I have to stop. And I stopped by, and I live in the area. I hate to say it, I didn't even know your organization existed here. And you've been doing this for how long?
We've been doing it since 2019, so 4 years.
4 years. Now, let's explain to everyone who's listening about this event, because I'm already excited. I saw things from, I can't wait to talk to these ladies at this oil. They have an oil face.
Yeah.
Can't wait to talk to them. And there's plant people. I love my plants. And then there's a cigar play. Oh my God, you guys have everything. But this is kind of like, how would you explain it? A street fair?
Yep, we call it a farmers and artisan market. And we close down 2 streets, and it's in Mass District. So it's 844 Northeast 4th Ave in Fort Lauderdale, in downtown Fort Lauderdale.
So if you don't know where that is, everyone, we're only like a block from Sunrise. Mm-hmm. Real close to 1 and Sunrise. And tell everyone again the street, because I'm gonna have to put this on all my social media. Okay. What streets are we on?
It is 844 Northeast 4th Ave, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
And we're in Flagler. Okay.
We're in Mass District.
We are in Mass
District.
Mass District.
Yes.
Okay. And we are in Mass District.
That's correct. And it's right near the old Sears building.
Oh, yeah. That's right there, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, for us who live down here, that's a landmark, everyone. Yeah. But if you're coming down here, all my friends that are coming, I have a lot of people come from Cannonball. You're all coming down this way because we know Fort Lauderdale is a destination for travel and tourists. You need to come to this place. So you've been doing this for a while. How many booths around? You average about how many?
We average for the summer around 40, 50, and then during season, wintertime, close to 100.
100 booths. What times does it start on Sunday? 100. Everyone, 100. This is where, I can tell you right now, this show's going to run for a while, but what you need to do, this is where you're going to go Christmas shopping, and you can start in August.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at these cutest little turtle things, and turtles are my favorite.
Yeah, hand knitted.
Hand knitted. There are so many things here. This is how you really buy stuff.
And we also, for kids, we have kid activities with the Museum Discovery and Science, and they have a STEM mobile bus that comes to teach students about science and math.
And we know how important it is to keep everyone educated, and we have to start at a very young age in doing that. Yeah. So we have all these booths here. Mm-hmm. And how much does it cost to get in?
It is free entry.
Free? Yeah. I mean, who doesn't like free? I won't yell that so loud. I know I just blew your eardrums out.
I wish there was free parking. But.
And I'll say it again. It's free to come in. Okay, so we have a lot of booths on two streets. And in the wintertime, over 100, you said?
Around 100.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
What made you decide to do this?
Well, I'm from the Hudson Valley in New York, and it's a lot of farmland. And when I moved down here, I wanted to try to bring that to South Florida.
Right. So bring some of what you love from home down into South Florida. Trust me, I know that feeling because that's why I go to Skyline Chili down here every time I'm on university, because that gives me my Cincinnati home feeling. It's the only place besides going away to Cincinnati I can get that. So you brought the idea down here just to do this for
the community.
The community. So we have, because up there you did a lot of farming stuff too, right? So is there produce here too? I haven't been through the whole place yet.
Yes, so we have, her name's Farmer Jen, and they are from Hollywood, and they have a handmade farm in their backyard of their house.
Okay.
And she brings whatever local things that she can grow. So it's very seasonal. So a lot of times you see farmers that have every fruit and vegetable you could think of, but that's not realistic because of what can grow in Florida climate and per season.
Yeah, and we all know that if you live down here in Florida this time of the summer, I mean, it's hard to get things to grow in this heat and humidity.
Yeah.
So we all plant our tomatoes. Our tomatoes we plant more like in November, and hopefully we get through the season before it gets too hot. So I'm going to look for Farmer Jen. Farmer Jen?
Yeah.
I'm going to come find you. Is she over on the other side? Mm-hmm. I'm going to go find
Near
Farmer
the
Jen.
churro ice cream.
Okay, this is so cool. I am so excited, everyone. I'm going to walk through here and talk to people and try to get some people to talk to me because, you know, I can be loud and obnoxious, but that's okay. Do you mind if I walk around and talk to people?
Of course, I would love you to, and I'm sure they would too.
Okay, everyone. Hey, what we're going to do, we're going to go to a fast break. Please listen to my sponsors. Who knows? I'm going to be at some booth, I can promise you that. I'll be right back, everyone. You're listening to Trippin' with Silver Daddy. When Silver Daddy needs to go shopping, you know where you'll find me. I'll be at Leatherworks. Let me tell you, the reason I love this place is because it is the premier fetish and leather shop in the Southeast. Not just in my area, but in the entire Southeast. You know, they are inclusive of all sexuality, genders, and body types. So even me, Daddy Bear, I can find things at Leatherworks. Their quality of their leather products is incredible. You know, they make a lot of the stuff in shop, but they only use the finest and the highest quality of leather. You can join the Lifestyle Club program. You know, it offers discounts on in-store products and classes. Yes, classes. They offer classes, and they have quarterly parties for the community. Hey, if you need to get something, you can go to leatherworks.com, and the works is WERKS. Go there, and you can buy online. Hey, everyone, welcome back. I am with Evercharm and Kelly, and this is so cool. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, I'm excited.
You know why it's cool? Because Kelly's a welder. Because I can't weld, and I've always wanted to, but kind of a welder.
Kind of a welder.
Kind of a welder, right? We're not talking big metal, but you do something really interesting. What do you make?
Yeah, so we do permanent jewelry.
Permanent jewelry. Is
Yeah.
there like not permanent jewelry?
All jewelry is not permanent, I guess, right?
But
You
yours
can always
is,
take it off. except
yours
ours.
is permanent. So once it's on, it stays on?
It's on. Yep. Once
Like-
it's on, it's on.
So it's going to go with you all the way into the coffin?
Could.
Oh.
It could. I'm sure we
Sign
can.
me up. Sign me up because I don't have any jewelry. Okay. So you actually weld this onto them?
Yeah, so we have different chain options. We do 14 karat gold, we do sterling silver, we do gold filled. You choose your chain, and then we weld the jump ring right on there. So it is on for good.
Oh, wow, everyone. This is interesting.
Is it making you nervous?
Yeah, now I'm scared. So it's like permanent, everyone. That's what she called it permanent. So I guess it is. It
I mean,
really
there's ways
is.
around. We could get around it. If you had to take it off, you could take it off.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I don't want to freak you out.
I was worried about this because I was thinking nose ring or nose this, like, you know. No, I won't say this on air. But you could go from one body part to another body part. See, I live in the Wilton Manors area.
I know Wilton
So
Manors.
I know what kind of man jewelry we wear. Let me tell
Very
you.
different.
This is different. I'm going to take some photographs, everyone, of these chains because, to be honest with you, they're beautiful. And my favorite one is right by me because it has these little flowers. And I don't want to say they're daisies or sunflowers, but to me they look like what we used to call in Ohio Susan, Lazy Susan. There's a flower. You know, it has the white petals and the yellow middle.
Yeah, similar to a daisy. You're right.
Similar to a daisy.
Yeah.
But this is really cool. A person picks out the chain that they like.
Yeah, so then we fit it to, we can do an anklet, we can do a bracelet, we can do a necklace. We fit it to size.
Okay.
We put a jump ring on there and we weld the jump ring. So the jump rings are the little
The little
pieces that
round
hold
things
it
that
together.
puts it together.
Yeah.
And then she has this. I'm taking photos because this is something you can't I can't explain. She can't. But she's got this giant pen with a point on it. And when I first saw it, everyone, I thought she was a tattoo artist. But that
Different kind of permanent.
But that's like a different permanent. This is a welding machine.
It's a welding machine, yeah.
And she welds this on, and there's all these people here, so I gotta be quiet because I don't want to scare them. But they put it on, and they're beautiful, everyone.
Thank you.
So what made you start? How'd you get into this?
Well, I've always really liked making jewelry. When I was a kid, my dad used to buy me beads from the craft store, and that was like I used to love making jewelry. This is, I think, a little more elevated. It's something, I say I wouldn't wear beaded jewelry, but I'm wearing one now. But it's everyday gold jewelry,
Right.
silver jewelry. So I really took a liking to it. It's something new. Not a lot of people are doing right now.
Right.
So it's interesting. It's fun. I love seeing people's reactions. Everyone has a similar reaction to you.
Which was a very positive and uplifting reaction, everyone. I was so excited.
Intrigued.
Very intrigued. But the more I think about this is so perfect for couples. If you're a couple, kind of like a pre-engagement or something, you could actually each get a matching chain and have it weld on separately, not together, because we don't want you to be stuck together the rest of the day. But you could have matching chains, hearts, or something.
Yeah, we do a lot of, sisters. We do a lot of couples, best friends. It's great for that. Yeah.
And that would be great because it's something I could see, like you said, you used to do the beads. Mm-hmm. I have a daughter. She's 26. We did the bead thing.
Yeah.
We did it once until they spilled. And then
it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, the Hoover didn't like the beads, so the beads disappeared, but Daddy didn't know where they went. Sorry, Morgan, but that's just how life is. Kind of like your guinea pig. Sorry, Morgan. Shouldn't have said that one.
It is a similar hamster story, so I get
Okay,
it.
so the things just disappear.
Yeah.
No, but this is really cool because, no, seriously, this could be someone coming in town, like, we have a lot of people don't realize how many visitors we get in Fort Lauderdale.
You're exactly right.
And right where we're located right now, right off Sunrise, just 3 miles down the road is Wilton Manors. And most people don't realize this. 1.5 million people visit Wilton Manors every year. It is what we call one of the top LGBT communities in the world. It's like a bucket list place that people have to come to. It used to be places like San Francisco and even Palm Springs. I live right on the outskirts. I meet people from Palm Springs that fly from Palm Springs where it's hot, and they come to this hot. And this is a different type of hot, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But we get people from all over the world. There's a big event coming up in October that I'm lucky to be a part of as an official sponsor called Cannonball. And there's over 3,000 people coming to this, and they rented the entire Westin Hotel out on Cypress, and they come from all over the world. So people don't realize how many people come to here. Like even sports teams, like down at the convention center, I've been down there for judo contests. I've been down there for volleyball. But this is a big place. So if you're coming to visit, you need to be here. And if you're coming with someone else, I'm telling you, you have to get chained. You need to get permanently chained together. Well, not together, but you need to get the same chain. So when people see it, they know you were here and you are permanently together.
Yeah, and we also have little charms that we can add to the bracelets or necklaces too.
Oh, hold on, everyone. I gotta look at these charms. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you inspired me. Maybe we need some Florida charms,
Oh my God, they have all these little pretty charms. Oh, I like this one. They have smile faces. You need to get some unicorns and some rainbows.
I got it. It's on the list. I got it.
Unicorn and rainbows.
I got it.
Because and peacock feathers. I would wear that.
You gotta give me
I'm
the
a
list. You gotta
peacock.
tell
I'm
me
a
all the
peacock.
things. Tell me all the things. I'll get all of
Let
them.
me tell you, my boys, they're all little peacocks. So we do peacocks.
Okay. Next time I see you, we'll chain you with some.
No, I'm not getting chained. I'm not with anyone. But you can chain me. That would be cool. Hey, everyone. I'm having a great time here. I'm learning about permanent chain and about this thing that looks like a tattoo thing. I can't wait to watch this. I'm going to take some photographs of their charms and chains and put it online. And then I will also list how you can get a hold of them. So if you're coming to Fort Lauderdale and you want to get chained, you need to go to Evercharm Jewelry, and we'll put some type of contact so you know how to get a hold of them. Hey, everyone, I have to go to break because I have to go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back. You're listening to Trippin' with Silver Daddy. Catfish Dewey's is my favorite place to eat because they have all you can eat. Hey, they have more than that. They have a regular menu, but I like my food. And on Monday, Tuesday nights, they have all you can eat shrimp. On Wednesday, it's the barbecue baby back ribs. On Thursday and Sunday, it's that Alaska snow crab legs. On Friday, it's the fried scallops. And on Saturday, it's the fried oysters and crawfish. Hey, Catfish Dewey's has been around for 40 years because they know how to do it right. Big family environment and has a great little bar inside the place. Let me just tell you, you need to go to Catfish Dewey's. You know, they're conveniently located at 4003 North Andrews Avenue in Oakland Park, which is just north of downtown Fort Lauderdale. See you at Catfish Dewey's. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm still here and I'm finding some of the most amazing things to buy. And I just stopped in this little booth here. It's Monica's Crafty Creation. My nephews are going to love Christmas presents from here. They have hot sauce. And then I guess my nieces would love all the jellies too. Hey, I'm here with Sean. This is not Monica, but this is Sean, who's a part of this. Sean, you're related to Monica, right?
I am. I'm lucky enough to be her husband.
You're her husband.
Yes,
And
yes.
Who makes all this stuff, Monica or you?
Monica does all of the cooking and comes up with all the flavorful creations. I'm just the manual labor and the support staff.
Every company needs good support. That's what I say. If you don't have support underneath the creative minds, it never goes well. You have a very important job then.
I do. Yes, I delegate and set up all of the displays. I take them down. We share ideas on how to make the labels, and my wife comes up with new flavors. It's a lot of hard work.
And at least she doesn't have to carry everything.
Every once in a while, I'm not gonna lie, I have to recruit her in to do some of the heavy lifting. I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Okay. Hey, I want to talk to you a little bit about some of this hot sauce. I know my hot sauce. I just made and did a video of my what I call my tropical buffalo hot sauce that I use, and I use it on my pulled pork. And when I had a restaurant, I was pretty famous for that one. But I see something over there that caught my eye, and it's blueberry hot sauce. And I love blueberries. And I bet if you do blueberry, have you ever done blackberry?
We have a blackberry jam.
A blackberry jam.
Pepper jam, yes. Pepper jelly.
There is nothing better than blackberry pepper jelly. Are you sure you guys aren't from like Indiana or Ohio or Kentucky where I'm from?
Well, believe it or not, my wife is originally her family is from Ohio. And so I guess that pepper jelly gene snuck down here to Florida.
Any chance was your wife from the Cincinnati area, the south part or the north part?
She left when she was younger, so we're not really sure, like 5 or 6, so she doesn't remember.
Okay, yeah, because the one thing, I was just home in July, we went blackberry picking. Blackberry picking is a fun family event, especially when you take your nieces and nephews, because by the time you get back to the house, everyone, you can tell who the eaters are and who the pickers, because the eaters have blue mouths and the pickers have blue fingers. So we know which one of my nieces and nephews are the eaters and the pickers, and I just happen to be both. I get in trouble from my older sister still to this day. But you make some really unique flavors. Like, I see a lot of different things. What would you say is one of your best sellers in the hot sauce?
One of our best sellers would be the garlic habanero hot sauce. That's a great flavor up front of garlic, really flavorful, good consistency, and then on the second swallow, you get all of the heat. Habanero.
Yeah, habanero has a nice little back heat to it. You know, having a little heat on your lips is a good thing, because if you can feel it afterwards a little, not burn, but just feel that nice little heat, you know you have a great recipe. And then if it burns the second day, then we know we know you overdid it with the heat. And trust me, as you get older, that tends to happen.
That's right.
Let's talk about the jellies. Or the jams. You call them jams or jellies?
They're pepper jellies. If I could just say one thing about the hot sauces, there's a bunch of different flavors, and the way that my wife tested them out was on our son. And that's how this whole crafting business began, was because of our son. So he's our taste tester. I'm the heavy lifter, and my wife is the brains behind the operation, comes up with all the creations. But the pepper jellies, again, lots of different flavors, lots of different colors, a lot of variety. The habanero we feel is the best pepper because it gives, as you said, not too much heat. It's a good tingle, but anything more than that, it's almost burning before you even get to it.
Right, and that's the great thing about habaneros, and you mix it with something sweet. If you're one of those chefy people and into that, we all know heat, sweet, salt, and sour or bitter are our 5 tastes that our tongue likes. And when you can mix a little heat with that sweetness, there's nothing better. We put this jam not just on bread and toast. We use this pepper jam in a lot of our slow cooking.
Yes, we use it on our chicken breast. After you grill it, the last minute that it's done, you spread some of the jelly over the top, and it gives it a nice glaze, caramelize it. Really, really great. Adds extra flavor at the end there.
Yes, I totally agree, especially if it's on the grill. There's a lot of things here, people, that I am just so excited about, and they have some of the best looking jams I've ever seen, let me tell you. Because they're in these nice glass jars, and you can see the peppers in them, and you can see the great jam. Hey everyone, I'm having a great time, and I am here at Monica's Crafty Creation, and we're going to put her information on the website, and you can get a hold of them. You guys have an email, correct? Do you have email?
Yes, our email is mmcraftycreations@gmail. Crafty with a K. mmcraftycreations@gmail.
So it's mmcrafty, KRAFTY creations, CREATIONS @gmail.com. If you want more information about Monica and Sean and their family business, please give them an email. Hey everyone, I have to take a break. Please listen to my sponsors, and I'll be right back at another booth. Having a great time here. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, there's a lot of new things that's been happening with Trippin' with Silver Daddy. And remember that Trippin' with Silver Daddy, there's no G in Trippin'. It's TRIPPIN. Go check out our YouTube channel. Just do a search for Trippin' with Silver Daddy. And please subscribe. Also, if you know anyone that may want to advertise on my show, please go to my homepage on the website, trippinwithsilverdaddy.com. You will see on there's a way to contact me. Send me an email with the information on who to contact to talk about advertising. You will not believe what just happened to me here at Sunnyside Up Market. Not only was I having a great time, but I was talking to Mark and his wife that actually has a booth here that does home farming in Hollywood, Florida. And they had some great produce and honey and stuff that they make from their house and bring here to sell. And as we're talking and I'm getting ready to record, I stepped outside of the tent and was looking around, and it dumped water all over me. It's like the clouds just opened up and it poured rain. I never seen so many people run, but that's what happened. You know, when you're in Florida, you have to always be carrying an umbrella with you. Was I carrying an umbrella? Hell no. So I ran to my car, and the rain didn't seem like it was going to let up. So I decided I had to call it quits at this market. But I'm going to tell you, it's such a cool place. And the name is Sunnyside Up Market. And if you go to their website, the same name, sunnysideupmarket.com, you can get more information about the place. There's applications if you want to be a vendor. You know, it's a great experience. And I'll be honest with you, I am going back. And I am probably going back on the next second Sunday of the month. So I am going to go back because this is where I'm going to go Christmas shopping. There's so many great things that I can buy my family there. I mean, my nephews are really into like spicy sauces and that. They had blueberry stuff. Oh my God, all that fruity stuff. You know me, I love the fruity stuff. I just can't wait to go back there because that's where I'm actually going to buy a lot of my Christmas presents. I love supporting local businesses and individuals who are entrepreneurs. I have been an entrepreneur most of my life, and I know how important it is to be one. Make sure you check them out and check out their website because I think it's a great place. If you're going to be visiting here and you're here on the second weekend of a month, you need to make your way over there. It's easy to find. The way I would tell people to find, if you know where Mona's is actually one of the oldest owned, single owner gay bar in Fort Lauderdale. Go to Mona's, go across the railroad track, and go about 1 to 2 blocks towards the city of Fort Lauderdale, and you can't miss it. The white tents are everywhere, all the booths. You will have a great time. Take an umbrella. I will tell you that much. I would definitely take an umbrella with you, just in case, because you know how it is in Florida. 1 minute it is sunny side up, and the next minute you might just get a downpour. But it was a great time there, you know, learning about all these different booths. I wish I could have spent more time and had every booth on, but oh my God, that would have been a 6-hour show, and that would be a little long for all of us. So it's a great place and a great time. You know, I hope you are enjoying my podcast, Trippin' with Silver Daddy. I would love to have some feedback. If you are in the South Florida area, I am looking for people that would like to be on the show. So please send me an email to trippinwithsilverdaddy@gmail.com. Remember, there's no G in Trippin'. Hey, everyone. As I always say, love, peace, and respect. You've been listening to Trippin' with Silver Daddy. Bye.